Hi everyone. This video is called Activating Action, and the whole point of it is to help you find the next step and take the next step, and to experience yourself being more courageous and bold, just doing the next doable action. A lot of times we get so overwhelmed by how many steps it's going to take to climb up that mountain that we don't really want to begin. But if you've ever climbed a mountain, you'll know that the only process is lots and lots of tiny little steps, one after the other. You don't leap up there in a single bound. You gently stroll one little step at a time up that mountain. And sometimes those steps are challenging, and sometimes they're quite easy. And sometimes those steps lead you to a vista where you can stop and appreciate the view and see how far you've come. And then you take another tiny little step. So all we're going to do is take the next step, okay? So massaging your chest, give yourself a deep breath. Hopefully when you watched the Divine Purpose Part 1, you got the basic intent of your purpose, and you might have even been given the inkling of the next step. So now we're going to build momentum. So massaging sore points in the front of your chest, press around until you find them. Give yourself a nice deep breath and repeat after me. Big breath. Even though part of me knows what the next step is, I love and accept myself. Part of me knows what the next step is, and I haven't taken it yet. Why is that? Big breath. Tap your eyebrows. Why? I know what it is, but I haven't done it. Tap the temples and breathe. Tap the cheeks. I'm afraid. Tune in to what's holding you back. What are you afraid of? Taking this next little step. Maybe it's a big step. Tap under the lips. I'm afraid that. Thinking about that next step. What is it you're afraid of? Tap your chest in a big circle and breathe. And just blurt out whatever it is that you're afraid of in taking this next step. Tapping the front of the rib cage. I'm afraid if I know what the next step is and I take action on it, that what will happen? Tap the side of the ribs. I'm afraid that what? What are you afraid of? What? That's right. Say it out loud. Big breath. Tap the inside of the wrist. It's okay. It's okay that I'm afraid of taking the next step. Give yourself permission to be terrified. Tap the side of your thumb. I'm scared. I'm absolutely terrified. Tap the index finger. Breathe and make some noise. I'm afraid that what? What are you afraid is going to happen? Tap your middle finger. If I take the next step, then fill in the blank and keep tapping. Tap the bottom of your fourth finger. Let's say that 3 times. I'm afraid that. Tap your little finger. I'm afraid that. Tap the side of your hand. Breathe and make a noisy sigh. Part of me is terrified that. Say it again. Tap the top of your head. Tune into that fear. How strong is that fear in your body right now? This fear of taking the next step. Tap the eyebrows. I'm open to accepting this fear. Tap your temples. I'm open to accepting this fear of. Say what it is. Tap the cheeks. I don't want to take the next step because. Tap under your nose. And if that happens, then this would happen, and say what bad thing would happen. Tap under the lips. Big breath, big sigh. Tap the chest. Tune into your fear of taking the next step. How strong does that fear feel now? I bet you it's starting to fade. And the reason is because you're acknowledging it, you're admitting it with love, with loving attention, your own loving attention. Tap the front of the ribs. I've been holding myself back because I'm afraid of, say again, tap the side of the ribs. I'm releasing this fear so that I can take the next step. Tap the inside of the wrist. Big breath, big sigh. Tap the side of the thumb. The worst thing that could happen is, big breath, blurt it out. Tap the index finger. I might fail. I might look stupid. I might waste my time. I might waste my money. Tap the middle finger. I love and respect myself, even if I fail, look stupid, waste my time, waste my money. Big breath, big sigh. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. I'm open to overcoming these fears and taking the next tiny little step. Big breath, big sigh. Beautiful. Good job. Tap your little finger. I'm open to overcoming these fears of, say what your fear is again. Tap the side of the hand. It's okay, even if I'm terrified of failing, looking stupid, wasting my time, wasting my money. I'm open to achieving my divine purpose, my true life's purpose. I would rather know I gave it my best shot than realize later I stayed paralyzed with fear. Big breath, big sigh. Tap the cheeks. Now you get to decide how your story is going to go at the end of your life. When you're laying there looking back on your life, on your deathbed, going, wow, I didn't believe in myself, so I never really went for it, and I didn't take those opportunities, and I didn't make those requests. I didn't want to stick my neck out. Or you could say, wow, you know what? I really went after my dreams. And because I decided to go after them, I actually got this, and this done, and I made this happen. And I feel good about how I spent my time in this world. Tap your chest. I'm allowing myself to feel good about being brave and taking action on my dreams. Tap the front of the ribs. Even if I don't know how to do it from A to Z yet, tap the side of the ribs. I can figure it out along the way. Tap the inside of the wrist. I'm figuring out how to take the next step now. Big breath. Let's say with some enthusiasm that again, okay? I'm figuring out how to take the next step now. I'm figuring out how to take the next step now. One more time like you really mean it. I'm figuring out how to take the next step now. Good. Tap the side of your thumb and breathe. Tap your index finger. It's safe for me. It's safe for me to take action, even if I mess up along the way, even if I make mistakes, even if I'm still figuring it out. Tap your middle finger. Big breath. Tap the bottom of the fourth finger. This is how it's done. Everyone who accomplishes anything stumbles along, figures things out, makes it up as they go. Tap your little finger. I'm allowing myself to take the next step. Tap the side of your hand. I'm allowing myself to take the next step. One more time with feeling. I'm allowing myself to take action on the next step. Let's go. I'll see you in part 1, 2, 3.